Want to know the fastest way you can get into debt? Okay, I'll tell you. It's by just paying the minimum balance for your credit card. By the end of this video, I don't want to hear you don't understand what the consequences are of making just the minimum payment, because I will show you and explain it to you in a way that you remember for the rest of your life, and probably scarred, because that's what I am right now, always scarred. This right here is a basic layout of how the credit card statements are calculated. First, we have the beginning balance. So this is the beginning balance, whether that's beginning of the month or beginning of your statement. Next, we have interest. So this is the amount of money that you're going to owe the bank for borrowing the money. Then we have spending, which is the amount of money that you spent this month. Then we have our new balance, which is our interest that we owe plus the spending that we did this month equals our new balance. And our payment. So what do we pay off our credit card this month? And total amount paid to date. So this is just a total column. You can ignore this, but for my own sake, I like to see what payments I did and how that adds up on a monthly basis. In this example, we're just playing around with the idea of just paying the minimum balance for your credit card and assuming our interest rate is 21%. Keep in mind that this 21% is an annual rate, so in order to get that on a monthly rate, we have to divide by 12, or to get a daily rate, which is what the bank uses, divided by 365 days. So say we first open our credit card in the beginning of the month, say it's December 1st. So we obviously have no balance because we didn't spend any money, so $0. Interest is usually calculated on a daily rate, so it will be the 21% divided by 365. But for the sake of this example, I'm calculating on a monthly rate, so I'm just going to take the 21% divided by 12 to get a rough estimate of a monthly interest rate. Interest in this case would be the $0 that we didn't spend this month times the annual rate, 21%, divided by 12, so for 12 months. So this would be $0 times 1.75%, which is 0. Say for the month of December, we spent $1,000. Our new balance would be our spending plus the interest that we owe, which is $0 in this case and 1,000. So 0 plus 1,000 is 1,000. This $1,000, our balance would be showing on our statement. So now it's time for us to make a payment. So what are we going to pay? We're going to pay the minimum. So say the minimum in this case is $30. So our total amount paid to date, we only paid $30 this month, so that will go there. So that pretty much wraps up our December spend. So we spent $1,000 and we paid $30. So what's there left? It's $1,000 minus $30, right? So we still owe the bank $970. Taking a trip to Excel because I can't draw out all these lines to show you what the impact of a minimum payment is. So beginning balance, nothing. Interest, therefore nothing. Spending, okay, we spent $1,000. So our new balance will be $1,000. Our payment, we just paid $30. So total paid will be $30. So next month, in February, we'll still owe $970. After interest, we owe $987, and we still keep making the $30 payment. Say we continue to make the payment of $30 per month for X number of years, so 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. By the end of year 1 in 2025 December, we paid a total of $360, and we still owe $829. By the end of the year 2, we paid a total of $720, and we still owe $624. As this keeps going, you will see what I mean. So by 2027, we have paid over what we already owed, right? We owned $1,000. That's how much we owe the bank. That was on our statement. So we already paid that much, but we still have an outstanding balance of $418. So we continue to make the minimum payment. Year 4 now. And finally, year 5 in 2029, March is when we actually don't have anything owing. February, we still have $3 owing, but March we have a negative balance. So let's just say March we paid it all off, and we paid a total of $1,500. But the original amount, we only owed the bank $1,000. So we paid over $500 in interest. So just for this example of spending $1,000 in your first month of opening the credit card, not making any more purchases, and just paying the minimum balance of assuming $30 a month with an interest rate of 21%, it will take you 4 years and 2 months to pay off that $1,000. And you will pay $500 or more in interest. Isn't that just so scary? Let me know what you guys want to hear next.